If Sportacus entered the Summer Olympics, he would demolish so astronomically hard it wouldn't even be funny, and in a lot of cases, there wouldn't even be survivors left around him. Let's talk about the top 5 events he would win. Number 5, and the lowest on the list, actually, is going to be gymnastics. Magnús Scheving was an aerobic gymnast and did compete and win Icelandic titles. He was the #1 aerobic gymnast in Iceland. But I don't think he was at the sweeping every Olympic game level. But there is a big power increase when he dons the uniform and eats an apple, where he would compete probably at a level that would sweep the Olympics and win gold in every title. He would basically be Simone Biles if she were white and a man, and an elf, because he is canonically an elf, by the way. That's why he's so amazing at everything he does. Other than, exercising and eating right, which also helps. Number 4 is going to be beach volleyball. He would be incredibly difficult to play against and probably to play with, but we know he has insane upper body strength, as seen by my video about what he did with the Great Pyramid of Giza, or if you know the crazy things he's done with a baseball bat and an apple, which I probably could have worded better, but you get my point. He has so much power in his body. If you try to return his serve or defend against a spike, you are getting turned into an anime donut. This is you and your boy defending his rear, and he's Piccolo with his special beam cannon. There's no survive. You're dead. You're holy now. The only reason he's not higher on the list in beach volleyball is he'd probably be disqualified for killing everyone he plays against. Now, number 3 is going to be basically all of track and field in any athletic event. He is absolutely more durable, faster, stronger, and better, and smarter, and everything than you. If you are watching an Olympic athlete, he's better than you. One huge exception to his athletic sweep, I think, would be pole vaulting, actually. While it's not explicitly shown on Lazytown what Elf Boy's packing, mostly due to his exquisite tucking abilities, I think it's heavily implied he is packing a pole of his own and would not be able to completely clear the bar. Honestly, probably regardless of height. I'm scared. I'm terrified. Now, that does bring us to number 2, which would actually be weightlifting. Now, in my video where I talked about, that's kind of weird, where I talked about how he lifted the Great Pyramids of Giza using a rope, I think it's pretty obvious that since a pyramid weighs 5 million tons, he could probably lift more than 265 kilograms. Yeah, that's like only several million times as much force. Ignore the fact that the act of pulling on a rope is very different than the act of actual weightlifting. I think it's obvious he has the strength to beat powerlifting records multiple times over as Sportacus. Now, topping off this list for the number 1 spot of sports that Sportacus would dominate, I think shot put. While it is under the athletics umbrella of the previous ranking, I don't even remember what number that was, that is the sport that I think he might dominate in the hardest demonstrable way. Now, the current record for shot put is set by America's Ryan Krauser at 23.56 meters, which is really far if you know anything about the physics of shot put. 24 meters is kind of like the physical limit, and he's really close to that. And he pushed that record so far because he developed his own style for throwing, which a lot of other competitors have adapted because it's just that good. However, that's nowhere near the distance that this man could feasibly put a shot. While hitting an apple with a baseball bat is very different than chucking an iron ball, let's look at some numbers, okay? The furthest a baseball has been hit by a baseball bat is like 175 meters, and the furthest shot put is like 24. So it's about 1/7 the distance if we compare humanity's current hitting a thing with a baseball bat to what shot putters are doing. Our elf boy here hit an apple like 384 million meters with a baseball bat. That's like 2 million times the record for baseball batting, so he's probably shot putting 2 million times as far, at least. And imagine the aura this man would exude as he steps into the cage holding an iron ball that he could chuck through any of the observers, and anyone on Earth, probably. Mostly he would win because everyone else who competed against him would just throw in the towel instantly. Nope, I'm done. It's Sportacus. I'm not competing. Although that also probably applies to like any time he would compete in any event. So basically he is the best Olympian. Second is Simone Biles. Third is Yamama. Okay, don't forget to like and subscribe and follow.